which is, what should my morning routine be? What should it look like? And what is mine personally? So I, from very early on in my health journey, worked out my own personalized morning routine. And then I've done a lot of research and a lot of study into this as well to see what is best, what is the best system, the best structure. I am a very systems orientated person, so I like to have the same structure every single morning. So it works out really well that I've set up this morning routine. So some of this will resonate with you and you might want to pick some things for yourself personally. But what I do say to all clients is, our morning is our own time. And you've seen me say this on so many Instagram stories, on so many Instagram posts. I'm talking about it all the time. The morning we control. We get to set the intention. We get to set how we want our day to be from the very beginning when we first wake up in the morning. After that, I kind of like to think we're on borrowed time. For me personally, things can come up with clients, emails can come in, phone calls can come in. For other people, their bosses can have demands, their clients can have demands, things can happen with the children, things can happen with all sorts of different things. Just life. Life happens the more we wake up, right? So I use somebody like I used to be in Sydney. I would jump out of bed at the last minute possible, race around, mad dashing, half asleep, getting my stuff as fast as possible to get to the gym on the way to work, run from there to work, and I was forever just on the run. And that was kind of how my day flowed. Or else there was somebody in my family that used to be waking up at the last minute possible to rush out the door to work because she wanted to sleep for as long as possible. And obviously I value sleep. You've heard me talk about that lots too. But what is your intention for the day? So now my dad laughs at me because he thinks that I'm absolutely ridiculous because I get up and I'm super slow. I'm like the opposite. I'm not very efficient by his words in terms of like, why would you want to do all of this in the morning? But the reality is it's just 10 minutes. So I normally wake up before my alarm, but if you're waking up with your alarm, we've got a choice. At that point, a lot of people use technology for their alarms in terms of their phones or their iPads. And then they start swiping. They get distracted and there's little or no intention for how they're going to curate their day and what they want to put into it. So for me, I wake up and the first thing I am is I use gratitude. I am extremely gratitude filled or grateful, better English, for the day. And I think that stems back to from when I was lying in bed so sick and I didn't know what the day was going to bring for me. Every single day is now a gift. I used to take it for granted, and this is something that I'm grateful for, is now I realize the gift that life is. I don't want to get to being super old and look back and be like, hey, the days are running out. Now I'm grateful for every single day. Be grateful now. But what I encourage you to do is, and I can be a writer, like sometimes I'll write down 5 things or 10 things currently and in the future that I'm grateful for, because then I'm setting my intentions, right? But I encourage you to really embody, really feel into that feeling of gratefulness. What does it actually feel like in your body to be grateful and excited most often, because I'm grateful for the day, about what is going to happen? So really take that time to embody gratefulness, the gratitude in your body. So that is my first challenge for you for the next week. Just give it a go. See how your day is. See how it changes when you wake up expectant, filled with gratitude for the day and what you're grateful for. It can be as simple as just breathing, but it doesn't matter how you've slept. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter. You realize that this day that we're living is such a blessing, such a privilege, and we get to make the most of it. Then, me personally, and if you've been to my dreaming workshops, you'll know that then I start to think about my dream. So the dream that I've created for the next 3 years, I start to live that out. I start to replay it. I start to rethink it. I start to embody it. And in those moments, I take on the attributes. So often I think about kind of 3 things of those attributes from the dream of where I want to be, what I want my life to look like in the years to come, and I embody them. So I kind of think about it like putting on clothes. What are the attributes that I need today for my dream that's in the future? What are those 3 qualities that I really want to embody today that will make a difference for my future? So I do that, and then I organize my day. So it takes me a couple of minutes and I work out what do I need to do as soon as I walk into the office? What do I need to do before I get into the office? What does it look like before I see my very first client? And how do I want my day to look like? What gym class am I going to? What am I going to do? So that's my mini structure. I also, because you know me, I'm about stacking in multiple layers as much as possible, getting massive bang for anything that I'm doing. You know that, right? Because I teach you guys how to do it. I also really believe in grounding too, and nature is really important for me. So after I've done this routine, oh, and also I often do it with a cup of tea because I really like tea and I like being warm and snuggled up, especially in the winter. I do grounding. So for me, I get barefoot. I'm already barefoot and I spend a lot of time barefoot as much as possible because nature is really important to me. And I often take Charlie out before we go to the gym to the vegetable garden. I'm lucky to live in an apartment block with a lot of bush and nature. And so we walk barefoot and I see the day, I see the weather. I'm actually known around the neighborhood for being like the homeless person because it's known that they'll see me walking Charlie barefoot. So I also really believe in the grounding and earthing principles first thing in the morning. So I do that most mornings as well. But that's my morning routine. I encourage you to get structured, to get intentional. Give it a go for 1 week and just see how different you feel. See if it changes your day. See what you notice. Because remember, sometimes it's just noticing what we're noticing and what we're feeling. But I really encourage you, if gratitude feels hard, just give it a go. Just find one thing and then work out the attributes that you want for today to live your best life possible. Who do you want to be? We wake up new every single morning. We get to make a choice every single morning. So it's so exciting and each day is a gift. So enjoy your morning routine.